Hello everybody, so my name is Chloe and today we are going to be doing a Gothic Lolita makeup tutorial slash get ready with me. So today I've got a mostly navy and black coord with a few hints of gold, so that's the look that I'm going to be trying today. I will show you my full coord in a minute. I'm wearing a dress by a Taobao brand named Gatsby. It's called Find the Cat. And a pair of socks by Yidra, which is another Taobao brand, and everything else is by smaller Taobao brands or off-brand or handmade. So I'm going to start out with just a completely bare face. I'm not wearing any foundation or anything. I don't normally wear foundation on my face because I have a very sensitive skin, and honestly it's not necessary. I usually don't also do any contouring or any preparation like that. I just start with nice, clean skin. So to start out, we're going to go with some brows. So I'm going to be using this brow pencil that is pretty close to my natural color. I have just kind of bushy, big brows. That's how I like them. So I'm not going to do that much. I'm just going to fill in a couple of areas that are just a little sparse with tiny little strokes, just to make the whole look a little bit cleaner, if that makes any sense. So after my brows are done, I don't spend that much time on them. I'm going to do a little bit of eyeshadow. This is a nice dark blue eyeshadow color. It's very vibrant. It's from a brand called Miss AOA, which is a sort of dollar store makeup brand, online dollar store. This makeup was $1. Works very well. I used a small flat brush, and I want to get as much color as possible onto the brush, just because I'm going for a very vibrant look. So you're going to just put that all over your eyelids basically. I concentrate on the crease just because I'm going to put a different eyeshadow on the other part, but I'm going for all over, and I'm not trying to make it too neat. This is going to be sort of a messy, soft look. I'm not going for anything very sharp or very, very harsh. No harsh lines here. I'm just going for a nice all-over look and going slightly beyond the end because it'll follow the eyeliner pattern that I have planned later on. See, I'm putting a little bit more down there just to soften it out a little bit and extend it past my eyes. So after that eyeshadow, I'm going to do another blue eyeshadow. This is from Dirty Girl Farm, which is a local Midwestern brand near me. I got this ages ago. I don't even think they do makeup anymore. They do a lot of ethical skincare. Why I'm using this one in addition to the other blue eyeshadow, it's because it's got this little bit of gold dimmer in it, and I want that so that it'll tie into the gold that we're going to put in later. And don't put on too much. I just, tap it on the side of the little tin. So after that eyeshadow, we're going to go for a little bit more just to tie it in. This is an e.l.f. palette. I'm going to do this just because I feel like there's a lot of blue going on and I want to tie in a little bit more neutral colors. So I'm going to use this reddish brown color. Even though it looks red in the palette, on my skin it goes on just a little bit more of a dusky brown color. So I'm going to put that just right in the crease. And that's going to add a lot more dimension to this look, especially since before I just kind of slapped blue all over. So we're just gonna add a little bit of shadow. It might kind of look like I have a black eye later, but it's on purpose. So now we're just gonna smother on the gold. Ages ago, probably shouldn't use it anymore, but it's the best gold eyeshadow that I have ever experienced. And this is gonna go in a couple of different places, just to really put a little bit of glam into this look. You want a lot on your brush. The first place is going to be the inner corner of your eye, as well as the outer corners. This is going to add a little bit of sparkle and draw attention to those two places. And it's also just going to tie in that little bit of gold from the print of this JSK, and really just tie the whole coord together. So I'm going to put even more on the outer corner, this time spreading it a little bit out, a little bit further, again to follow the eyeliner line that I'm going to do later. So even though this is a Gothic Lolita look, it's also a little bit sweet. We're just gonna go just a little bit sparkly with it because I really can't resist. So after that, we're gonna use eyeliner, or as I call it, a shadow stick that I just use as eyeliner. This is a nice gray color. I'm not going to do black in this because I feel like it would be too dark and too harsh of a line. Instead, I'm going to use this just thick gray. It's going to give a nice smoky softness to the whole look. And if you really want to be an expert, you pull on your eyelid like you're totally not supposed to do. So instead of extending the line up like a cat eye, I'm going to do a downward facing cat eye and extend my line down until it just makes a messy blob. And then with your fingers, I'm just going to smudge it around a little bit just to soften up that end and make a dark, soft smokiness to the look. So it's going to look a little bit messy. It's not going to look like a very clean line, but I don't want it to look like a very clean line. So here's a closer look at what we're doing. After this, just going to top it off with some mascara. You could use false eyelashes, but I kind of hate false eyelashes. And for this look, I'm not really going for like the classic sweet dolly look. I'm just want to pop those eyelashes out a little bit. So this is brand new mascara that I just got the other day. So my old mascara was like 3 years old. So I finally got a new brush. So after just going across the top, you're going to take the end and do a little bit in the corners. And I usually wipe off the end just because it tends to clump right there. And I don't want just gigantic clumps all over. I want a more defined look. And then after I do the top, I'm going to do the bottom as well, just a little bit. It's not necessary. I normally don't really put any makeup on the bottom of my eyes, just as a personal preference. Oh, I'm going to blend some more because I realized that wasn't blended. Yeah, I wasn't going for a super blended look anyways, so yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of mascara right on the bottom lashes. Just to add a little bit of balance. It's not a preferred look, but it does add sort of a necessary bit of balance. So after mascara is done, we're going to just do a little bit of concealer, which I didn't do earlier, because then I feel like you just get the eyeshadow on the concealer like it falls, and there's kind of no point. So the only part to do concealer consistently is just in those big old eye bags. Just because, I have a lot of acne. If I put concealer on all of my acne spots, I might as well just put on foundation, and I don't want to put on foundation. So just a little bit of concealer, blend it in, that's all I need. After the concealer, we're going to do this small highlighter. We're going to do a lot of highlighters, but we're going to do this one first. And this is a Creme highlighter. I'm just going to take a little bit of that same flat brush, which I have been cleaning in between uses, and put it just down the bridge of my nose, just to draw a little bit of light there. I'm not going to do really much of any other contouring because I don't want to bother with that. So that's it. And then the next thing we're going to do is my cheeks with a little bit of blush. Yeah, that's lipstick. We're still in the blush stage. I will use blush as well later, but first I'm going to use this lipstick, which is not a lipstick that I use on my lips. I bought it for use as a blush. I know. It's a nice cherry red color. It doesn't even look good. Like, it wouldn't even look good on my lips. So I'm just going to dot it around in little dots on the tops of my cheekbones. I'm going to go a little high, because that's where I want my blush to be. And then you can blend this in with a brush, but I don't like to do that, so I'm going to use my fingers just to blend it all around. And I'm not very good at blending, and I don't even really like it that blended. And then we're just going to do a little bit e-girl style and put a little bit of on the tip of my nose just to have a little bit of fun. And even though I think I've done enough, I still don't like the way it looks, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Just to be kind of extra, add a little bit of kawaii into this otherwise kind of gothic look. And then next, I know we just used that lipstick as a blush. I'm also going to use blush on top of that, because I like the way it looks. And we're just going to take a simple little blush brush, and we're not going to do a lot, just a little poof. Right where we put the blush earlier. Next, we're going to finish the whole look off with a little bit of lipstick. I'm not going to do anything dark just because I feel like it would overwhelm the whole look. So this is a lipstick that's kind of a nude lipstick. I think I got this from my grandma. Got it as a freebie when she ordered makeup online. So she gave it to me because she didn't want it. It's a nice nude lipstick. I'm just going to kind of go fast and slap it on. Because I don't really want to overwhelm the whole look. I've kind of got a dark, highly pigmented look on top. So I don't want to do too much on bottom, but I am going to add a little bit of sparkle. This is another one that I got from my grandma, and I don't quite know what it is. But it's got a little bit of shimmer on it, so I'm going to put that just in the center of my lips. So it adds a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of dimension to my otherwise very neutral lip look. And now that's that done, we're going to move on to the best step, which is highlighters. This is a wonderful holographic case. I also got this from my grandma. Shout out to my grandma, she's great. This is a little palette of highlighters, which I also sometimes cheat and use as eyeshadows because nothing says you can't. I'm going to use this blue and the yellow. The yellow is like a true kind of golden color. Oh, and I'm also switching to a small fluffy brush for this instead of my small flat brush. So yeah, it's a very nice golden color, and I'm just going to put it across my cheekbones, pretty much where I put the blush, and on my nose, because that's where I like it, and right above my lips, as I feel like it's a really nice spot to put a little bit of highlighter. And you can never do too much. That's what I always say, you can never do too much highlighter. So yep, we got a nice little golden shimmer. That's going to tie in with the stuff in my hair, that's going to tie in with some of my jewelry, as well as tying in that nice gold on the print. Now, I'm also going to do a little bit of the blue. The blue is kind of a frosty blue, and I've just got a lot of highlighter, so I'm going to put it a little bit lower down on my cheekbones, only just a little bit. It's a very frosty blue, it's more of a Christmas. I don't know why I put it there. I just felt like I needed more of that blue. So there's our finished makeup look. It's a very simple look, very easy. Honestly, you probably could just slap some blue eyeshadow on and a little bit of that definitely not eyeliner, and you'd be pretty good to go. But I wanted to, tie in some colors, tie in some themes from the rest of my coord. So yeah, I don't even normally do makeup with Lolita. It's not necessary. But it is a fun way to add an extra dimension to your outfit. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy, leave a like or a comment or do something. Leave a comment if you're annoyed by the way that I put on eyeliner, because I know that annoys a lot of people. So here's another close-up of the look, and yeah, I will see you all next time. I hope you all have a very nice day.